Hello YouTubers. Well, I'm still not back to telling it all, but something interesting has happened in that I've got a visitor with me from America. She's called Mo Powers, and I'd like to introduce her to you, and to start by asking her, what is Long Beachin with Mo?
Well, Peter, Long Beachin with Mo is a show that airs in America, New Zealand, and it's I mainly home in on unsigned singers and songwriters.
Right, yeah, and this is television production.
It's TV production. I also have a radio show at WPMD. Goes out on Tuesdays from 4 till 5 PST, the Pacific Standard Time.
Right.
And 12 midnight for people in England.
Right. Well, I've got the phone number, and I'm going to phone that, and I'm going to come on the show one day. I will tell them why you are here, because
yes,
I'm very honoured that Mo has come all this way to see me, because she has been filming A Day in the Life of Geriatric 1927.
That's right.
We've had a ball, haven't we?
We have. We've had quite a day, haven't we?
yeah, we have. And that will be shown. And your television programmes, they go out regularly every Monday, I believe.
Every Monday.
4 o'clock till 5 o'clock.
4:30 to 5.
4:30
every
to
Monday. Channel 65, 69, 95, and Channel 3.
Right. Well, that means nothing to me.
Of course.
So I'm assuming that they are relatively local area. Where do they cover?
They cover Long Beach, Los Angeles, surrounding areas, and beyond, because they get what is called, I think it's bicycled or tandemed out. And I get email from Chicago and New York when people see it. So it's all over the place, really, and it's through Charter Communications, which is now Time Warner. So I never even know where it's airing. I had phone calls from Italy saying we were on over there, on the news over there.
So if for many of these you give a platform to unsigned and young artists who haven't been able to get a foot on the ladder of the media, and you help them on their way, and throw a name at me. I mean, have any of them been successful?
Yes, we have Sick Puppies, who are now the voice of, have you ever heard of the Free Hugs campaign?
Yes, I have, yes.
They're the Sick Puppies.
Right,
I had them on the show, and that was a month before they became worldwide.
Right.
And also there are young upcoming bands, Hartwell Ending, Next Door. There's Earl Oaken, who is a gentleman over here who I've told you about.
Earl Oaken, yes.
And also now, it's just, I feel that the singer-songwriters, they don't get a really good, you know, they schlep all the equipment around and everything, but all they get is 3 minutes on the end of a show. Now, what's 3 minutes on the end of a show?
Well, it is a foot on the bottom of the ladder, but what you can do for them is so much more. And I'm very honoured that you have chosen me, because we can't go through all the names of all the very important people you've met in the world of music and film and television, but it's like a page from Who Who, so to have Geriatric on that same page is a wonderful honour. And,
no, it's my honour, believe you and me. I love just bringing people into the studio, and when I first saw you a year ago, when you went up on YouTube, it's about a year ago you went up on YouTube.
Yeah, a bit more.
A little bit longer, maybe a few months over that. But I saw you, and you were there, you know, checking out the checking out the camera, and I'm like, I'm going to keep an eye on this guy.
Yeah, and I can tell my viewers that in fact you did a long while ago fly me over to
come
California,
sit on the couch.
Didn't you? And sit on the couch and put me up in your own home. And
that's right.
I was very touched by
that.
And
offer's still open.
I know, and you have an open invitation here anytime, of course. And how much time have we got? Not much, but
it's gone quickly. A whole day's gone quickly, isn't it?
Have you got time to briefly tell the story of turning down Robbie Williams?
Yes, well, and this is what I heard through friends, because he was apparently on a show over here,
Yeah.
and the phone rang, and I have a few friends in the business who give out phone numbers saying, oh, well, just, see if you want to be on this show, and I try and keep it for unsigned singers and songwriters. And so I had a call, and a gentleman on the other end said, oh, is this Mo? And I said, yes, it is. Oh, well, this is Robbie. So-and-so told me to call you.
Yeah.
And so I'm calling you. Do you want me on your show? And so then I said, well, what do you do exactly? And so he said, well, I'm a singer. I said, do you have a CD out? And he said, yeah. There was a silent pause. And he said, yeah. And I said,
right.
well, can you send me a CD then? He said, well, I'm only over here for a short while. I said, oh, well, I'm fully booked for quite a few months, I said. So I don't, I'm fully booked. He said, but I'm Robbie Williams. I said, I don't care if you're Santa Claus. No one jumps the line. And so with that, he laughed. Yeah. And so I didn't cotton on, really. No. I didn't figure it out. And then here am I reading the newspaper. And I guess it's just when he signed a big deal with a record deal with Sony, and then I saw the name, and I'm like, is that him who called? Is that him? And he signed this $1 million deal or something.
You can't always get it right, but
well, and
anyway, you've patched things up now and everything. Is
okay. I'm sure. I haven't heard from him since.
Oh right.
But then I had other calls saying, oh, you know what? He was on Parky, and apparently Parky said, oh, everybody in America knows you, and he said, all except one person. So it's like, oh, send me a copy of that. I'd like that.
Yes, thank you. I'll put a lot of sort of links up somewhere on the edge of the website to give them an address or something, and I expect you get hundreds of CDs sent to you, don't you? But how do you deal with all those? Do you have a team of people?
I have a team of people, very dedicated people who help me out, and they do that for free, and I thank you all. And they're just as passionate as I am about unsigned singers and songwriters, and also I have well-known people on as well, pepper it through.
I know,
so it just gives everybody. I wanted to base it on the old grey whistle test, and that was the whole steam of it.
Bob Harris is I'm a great fan of Bob Harris and the old grey whistle test, and I personally don't care whether he plays any music at all. I just love listening to his voice. But so I think we probably best wrap this up. And most of our filming has been done on a what have we done it on?
We've done it on a little video camera, Samsung, because the camera crew went AWOL.
I know, because you lost your camera crew. How could you do that, for goodness sake?
They're supposed to be in Manchester now, but they were flying over from somewhere, and of course, everything got mixed up. The sat nav broke down. Everything that could go wrong went wrong, but it didn't matter.
Yes, I'd better just explain, because whilst Mo has got a wonderful English voice, because she is English. But how long have you been in America?
I've been there 27 years
So
back.
when you go back, you slip into the American slang quite easily, do you?
Apparently so, because all my friends said, oh, you've become all Americanised. And then all my American friends say, oh, you're so English.
Absolutely. Well, I'm sure there's lots more we can talk about, but I will put some links up so people who want to go to your YouTube site, which is spelt wrong, but it means "Do I really care?"
That's right.
And other places, and you may get contact from people in YouTube.
Great, send us in your CDs, as long as you do original music. Send them in. They also will be played on WPMD radio, which is a college radio, and Kerry out of the Prime Spot radio too of Long Beach College. She also plays the unsigned bands.
To get into college radio, that is where thousands of the young people are, isn't there?
Yes, the university at Long Beach, Cal State Long Beach alone has 25,000 students.
Who could get them? Thank you, Mo, and thank you for doing this little interview for me to put up on YouTube. And
it's been wonderful.
They're quite used to me going along too long, because I see.
Are they?
Does that mean 28 minutes we've done?
It's 9:31 and 20.
Oh well, that's not too bad. If we can keep it under 10 minutes, we've done good.
We've done ever so well. It's 9:37 right now.
Better than usual.
Isn't it just? But it's been a wonderful day. I haven't wanted it to to finish, but gosh.
Well, I know, but your sat nav broke down on the way here,
It did
didn't it?
indeed,
And
yes.
we had loads of phone calls, and I didn't know where the hell you were, but
Oh,
you found
but
us
your
eventually.
directions were perfect. They really, really were. He's really good on the directions.
You found me, and you'll know your way home all right.
Yeah.
And so what I have to do now, I have to say, well, I don't have to say, I like to say, thank you, Mo, for the interview.
Thank
and
you,
I'll see
Peter.
you all again very soon, and goodbye.
Bye.